Alright, so what I want to do is tell you a story of two different websites, and neither one of these websites are my own. And so that means that some of the details of the story I don't know fully. But I do know that this first site that we're looking at is Legacy Hits. It came online, the first time it shows was early 2012. Now I remember seeing it early 2012. It was promoted and recommended by some leaders for a very short amount of time. As you can see, it spiked up and then disappeared. Well, it didn't disappear off of the world. It was still online. But for all intents and purposes, a lot of the people in the industry really didn't know about it, except for that one short amount of time. It disappeared off of the radar of Alexa rankings. Now, it really started to pick up because the owner decided they were going to take their business more serious, and they weren't going to rely on anybody else. That's just the way I'm looking at this. This is my interpretation. And as they got more people involved, more and more people started probably getting involved and promoting. Now, let me show you something. This is a website that's been put together that actually tracks the most effective websites, the most effective traffic exchanges more specifically. Now, just to let you know, Legacy Hits was not one of the top exchanges until recently. So it definitely took time. It took effort, a lot of, stick-to-itiveness from the admin as well as the members who were involved early on, sticking with them, and more people as they were promoting and growing and growing. Okay, so that's one website. The other website, also not my own, is Neobux. Let me show you. This is their Alexa ranking now, today, 62 in the world. Now let me show you something else. This is their entire last 5 years. Let me see if I can even stretch it further, because it's important. So you can see where they launched, okay, early 2008. I never even heard of the site back in 2008. I think I got involved with the site maybe 2009 or 2010. I don't really remember completely. I think it might have been 2009 sometime. But let me just show you that they shot up, and they had a lot of ups and downs for their first year, until people really started to see what it really is. And you can see that it took off, okay? And people were really getting it out there. So you can see that this is kind of the zone that we're in. Some people, first really got involved, and then, this looks like the beginning of 2008. By 2009, it had it ups and downs and arounds, okay? So this is what we're looking at, and as you can see, they did not make it to the 1K mark their first, probably almost 2 years, okay? Just looking at that. So looking at what AdHitProfits has already done in a short amount of time, we're already above that within our first few months of being online. So where can we be in years from now? Let me show you something else. Now, if you're looking at this, people were starting to finally recognize what Neobux was doing for them. They were starting to really see that it was a legitimate opportunity to make some money online for clicking on ads, as well as a really great advertising resource. That's what people were really starting to recognize. But then they made a change on their website that people didn't understand. And I remember when they made this change, a lot of people in the industry were talking about how terrible Neobux is. All of a sudden, it was like, wait a minute, did you guys remember? They're great. Can't you remember that? Well, apparently they did all at once, and the progression continues to be steady. So here's something that I just want to let you know about with the AdHitProfits changes today. The big picture, some people don't look at the big picture, or some people don't see the big picture. One of the things I want you to really recognize is that when it comes to a revenue share, obviously I know what I'm doing because we've lasted and outlasted all of our competition. All of the different copycats that came along the way, we've outperformed and outlasted every single one of them. So just keep that in mind for just a minute. Remember, that AdHitProfits is different from all of the other traffic exchanges out there. Now, we could go through a time like this where people lose some interest. But look what happens. Now it jumps up and really picks up steam. And like I said, now their Alexa ranking is 62 in the world. Get out of here. Okay? So what I'm trying to explain to you is that with AdHitProfits, looking at this story here, we're about, let's see, we're 6 months old, almost 6 months, so that's about right here. Sometimes what people are doing in some of these programs is they think that the program is only going to last for 3 months because that's what they've experienced. There's not a lot of professionals who start these opportunities. They're hit and runners themselves as admins. And what I'm trying to help you see is that me, Charles Scoville, as the owner of AdHitProfits, I am not a hit and runner. I stay and stick with it. And there are sometimes people make mention of other websites they own, and they've either remained online because there's always been at least some customers still there, some people still active, or those sites people have decided they were going to hit and run, and they left. And so I had no members. So if you have no members and you can't get more people to get involved, then you do close down your site. But what I'm trying to show you is that with AdHitProfits, I am so dedicated with this. And I've said this from the very beginning, that this is something that I've called my home. This is my baby. This is my mind child, and this is something that I'm taking a lot of care of. And because I care about your overall success, I am taking this moment right now to make this video and help you see that you don't have to give up. You don't have to start thinking doom and gloom, because 6 months after the site started, they were about right here, about 10K. Okay, our 6 month mark, we're up here at 1K. Okay, so what I'm wanting to help you see is that we can grow. There are some people that are saying that it's impossible for AdHitProfits to grow any larger than it is. And I'm just wanting to help you help remind you that is absolutely false. We can absolutely grow. Absolutely, we can see incredible, incredible things. Now, another thing about Neobux that I want to point out to you is if you go to this website, one of the things that you'll notice is that not only have they been online for as long as they have been, over 5 years, but you'll see that they have paid out $125,000 yesterday. Now, some people don't know this about AdHitProfits, but that's kind of the income that we were paying out daily for a couple of months in a row, and I was really excited about seeing that kind of money being earned by members. Okay? I was so excited. I was talking about it, I was bragging about it to a lot of different people, and I think that what that had done is actually scared people into thinking that couldn't possibly last for very long. But it does happen, and this is evidence and proof that it's possible. So when people say it's impossible for AdHitProfits to sell advertising services that can generate these kinds of revenues, well, that's how Neobux works, you guys. Okay, that's how some of the most successful businesses online work. And people say, well, what value are you offering? Well, we're offering visitors to people's website, and we're offering people an opportunity to earn. Now, let me just tell you something really quickly that you might not fully understand, is I love the pay-to-click industry, and I love traffic exchanges. I love everything that I've been able to learn online, multi-level marketing, and I've been trying to find the most efficient, effective, and easiest ways for people to make money. And I learned that it's very easy to gain referrals if you try. I didn't realize how easy it was when I first started, but it's very easy to get referrals to a website like Neobux or ClickSense or AdHitProfits. I personally am getting a lot of referrals. In fact, I've got more referrals to AdHitProfits than I have from any other site that I promoted. And you've seen my videos that I've made where I've gotten referrals to Neobux or ClickSense or anything else using AdHitProfits services. So I know that AdHitProfits delivers great quality. We can help people really harness the power of the internet by marketing on AdHitProfits. And we can help people make more money not only within various different income opportunities, but by simply clicking a few ads daily, you can earn a lot, okay, if you really put your mind to it. Now, one of the things that you'll probably notice, I'm going to log out of my account so you can see, people today, with today's change, there's been some people that have been complaining about clicking on 25 ads to receive a share in their revenue. Now, if you look, how many ads do they have just for fix? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. People aren't complaining about clicking on these ads. How much are they making on clicking on these ads? 1/10 of a penny. Here's some more ads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are also 1/10 of a penny. For free members, you only get 4 of these, and those are 1/10 of a penny. So if you don't have referrals and you're involved with Neobux, you're probably going to be making, if you're clicking 25 ads, about 2.5 cents a day. So there are some people that they say, you know what, I'll go ahead and upgrade there, and it's $90. And that's just for the basic upgrade. If you don't have referrals, you're still only going to be making your 2.5 cents per day, whether you paid for an upgrade or not. So the only real way to really make money with Neobux is to get referrals. And so the more the people are referring, the more people are earning. And that's all that it really is about AdHitProfits as well, is if you refer people to use the services, then you can really make a lot of money if you really wanted to. Okay? Back to this traffic exchange list, what you'll see is one of the top exchanges is Easy Hits for you. Now, going to this website, and I'll log out real quick so you can see this, is that they have over 740,000 registered members. In fact, in their news today, it says that they're getting very close to reaching their 750,000th member. So what does that mean? To me, it means there's a lot of people out there advertising websites. And so there's some of our members who have said, I don't have another website that I'm promoting. Well, there's a lot of people out there who have a lot of websites. So what we can do as an entire membership is get out there and invite these people to use AdHitProfits advertising services. And as all these people start to use AdHitProfits and experience the difference of how many signups that people are able to get using AdHitProfits services, and how responsive the banner advertising really is on AdHitProfits, then what you'll start to notice is an increase in that shared revenue. And you'll start to notice that clicking 25 ads isn't that big of a deal at all. And as you start doing that, and it only takes you 5 minutes to click on your ads every single day, and you're seeing the kind of money that you're making and referring, those referral commissions are going to be fantastic. Let me tell you something else about referring to AdHitProfits that's different from advertising on a lot of different websites. When you're purchasing credits on AdHitProfits, now you can start making extra commissions from all of your referral credit purchases. By clicking 25 sites a day, what that's doing is actually increasing the speed in which those credits are being used up. And so people are going to be using up more credits, and when they're being used up faster, they're going to want to purchase more, right? And so what that's actually going to be doing is helping you earn more referral commissions. It's going to help the business overall have more revenues to share with everyone. But overall, even larger, it's helping people get more traffic to their websites, to their lead capture pages, to get more leads and more cash to their businesses. So it's a big, huge symbiotic system that's really built and set up to help you make more money online. That's what this is all about. That's what AdHitProfits is all about. So you start looking at histories, and you see where we're at in our road to success, or if people are generous enough, they might even say we're already successful. So on our path into the future, what we're seeing is we're just at the very beginning, and the beginning of a new business can be a bit of a rocky road, but then when people get it, then the flow comes. Okay, and with AdHitProfits, it's going to take a little bit of time, I think, before people get it, because I know that there's been a number of people who got involved with AdHitProfits who got involved because it was listed on a hype monitor site, or because their sponsor told them to get involved and compound their earnings. And even though all of my webinars have always said, no, this is not an investment opportunity, and calling it compounding is actually wrong, some of these people listen to their sponsors rather than me, and so there's a lot of education and re-education that needs to go in this next period of time. Especially as a number of people left the site because the percentages of earnings were low. And the percentages of earnings only dropped because people were leaving the site because of the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that was being instilled by people trying to get people into other programs and opportunities that are no longer online today. So please, let's give this some time. Let's recognize what AdHitProfits really is. Let's get out there and invite this entire industry to utilize AdHitProfits services. And as you do that, right now there is a referral contest going on. I'd love to have this huge referral contest go on every single month. And I would love to be able to see people really rake in a lot of money. I really want to see you make a lot more money today than you did last year at this time. That's my goal, is to help people make more money online and to increase people's productivity and potential and all of that. And I know that with the AdHitProfits services, a lot of people are really tapping in and becoming better and earning more. So hopefully all of this makes sense, and you can see the history and how this all works, and how, just like this other traffic exchange, as they had this big blip, they kept going. Now I know there's a lot of different websites out there that have this blip and they stop, and then you try to go to their website again later and it's gone, it's offline, and you don't even know who the admin is. The great thing about AdHitProfits is you don't only know who I am, but I'm also very dedicated to rise above any challenge. And even if we have those leader recommendations drop, I'm going to go forth boldly, nobly, and independent of what anyone else does. So it really becomes a question, who is coming with us? Who's going to be here to benefit from the incredible services? And who is going to be here to share in the revenues that we are going to generate? Because I'll tell you, the more people that buy these services for the reason they're here, they're going to experience the results. And when they experience that, they're going to repurchase. And I know that's already happening. And I know that's one of the reasons why we're still online, is because the services are of great value, and people see that, they feel it, they're experiencing it, and they're excited, they're buying more, because they're seeing the signups, they're seeing their opportunities grow, they're seeing their list grow. I'm having people send me messages saying, wow, how do I pause my campaign? I've gotten myself into a bit of a trouble. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? I have too many signups to work with here, and I just need a break. I need to catch up. So seeing that kind of thing, it's really incredible. And I know that there's a number of people that are promoting maybe the wrong way, and they're not experiencing that. So get out there, educate yourself on some successful promotion techniques and strategies, and tap into the advertising services on AdHitProfits. You're going to be very excited when you really see what's really going on with AdHitProfits and the direction that we are really going as a company. definitely take time to go back to the very first videos that I recorded and really listen to the words that I said, because I think that if you really listen to the words that I'm saying, you won't think that there's any changes, but what you'll see is that there's been some innovations and some improvements. And if you really look back on how things were then at the very beginning and how things are now when it comes to service-wise and things like that, you'll start to see that there's more value, more results, better services. And even though we've been adding all this extra additional benefit and value, we do have a number of attackers out there and haters that are going to be in the forums, groups online, Facebook, all kinds of different places that you might be. You might see some of these comments maybe on Skype about some of these things. But I want you to recognize that we've got a force of people who have been hating on AdHitProfits since the very day of its launch. And so we can either be on their side or be on your side. And I prefer to be on your side, to boost you up, build you up, and make things better for you. And so there's some people that are out there just to make things worse. And I really challenge you to look at the people who are fighting against AdHitProfits. Look into their history. And what you'll find is that they have led people from one scam to another and profited and taken advantage of people. And they have not been the most proper type of person. So if you're following people that are damaging you, simply robbing from you so that they can get a referral commission, please be mindful of who you follow. And I really hope that that is a warning for you that you would hear, because there's a lot of people that are out there really trying to take advantage of you. And there are some of them that are trying to convince you that I am that type of a person. And if you really look at what it is that I've been saying and what it is that I've been doing and the services that are being offered and the success and the results that people are experiencing because of what is being offered on AdHitProfits and the instant payments that people are receiving, I think you can really dispel any kind of fear, uncertainty, or doubt within yourselves if you really give a moment and review the facts and the truth. And the truth is, AdHitProfits is going to be online for years and years to come. The services have great value, and you're not going to have a better kind of an opportunity, an admin that actually communicates with you. I've never had an admin on any website communicate as effectively or directly with members as I have been doing with members of AdHitProfits. So definitely thank you for taking time to watch this video and to listen to all of this information, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.